Alright, welcome everyone to our Season 5 draft recap. Yeah, we're just gonna have some fun with this, because I've never done a draft recap before, and who knows what this will be like. So let's just go through this team here. So Season 5, starting up today. First battle is starting today anyway, for the Eon Twins against Tokelandia and the Portland Timbers. So yeah, here's our team. We started off by drafting Chief, the Arcanine. We've always loved Arcanine in the draft format, and I think Chief is going to be a big player. He's a little bit of a feisty one. You know, he's got Flame Charge to help with that speed, Mud Slap to be a little bit dirty, Howl to increase his attack, and Fire Spin to trap everyone in. No. These are just going to be joke sets, but it should be fun. I don't know, Arcanine, maybe I have an unfair love affair with this Pokemon, but I think it's a lot of fun, and you'll see throughout this draft that really I had no plan going in, so I just kind of drafted whatever the heck I wanted to. Most seasons before, I've had a pretty hard draft plan, and this season I was just like, yeah, whatever, let's just get what we get, draft things we like, and have a little bit of fun. So that's what we did. So yeah, Arcanine is the first one. Obviously, it's got some good abilities, that's always a plus. It's got some excellent moves, as you can see. Great coverage, hit other fire types and hit everything else with fire moves, because fire is fire, and everything ended when the Fire Nation attacked. Next up is our captain, our mega, I don't know, co-captain? No, we have like 4 captains, so quarter captain Nimbus, our mega Altaria. I used Altaria Season 1, wanted to bring it back for Season 5, because it's been a while since I've had a really good, strong Fairy Stab, so here we go. We've got something that can run Pixelate boosted, powerful moves, Hyper Voice in return, all those good things, has some fun healing things up. I'll try not to get shoehorned too much into running just like Dragon Dance and bop things with return set, but we'll see how the season goes. Hopefully it'll be a little bit of fun. This Nimbus is running, Hone Claw's agility, so we're faster and stronger than everything else, and we don't miss any Draco Meteors or Heat Waves. Draco Meteor just being the most powerful move in the game. That base 130 coming off a powerful 350 special attack. Destruction. I don't know how often I'll run Draco Meteor, because, that's a special set, but, it could be fun. A lot of fun. Draco Meteor Hone Claws. I don't like missing. Heat Wave for all that spread damage on 1v1 mons. Yeah, Nimbus is fun. Altaria, it's a little underwhelming in League format sometimes, because it doesn't do anything like particularly strongly, but you figure anything with Dragon Dance has to be good, right? Even though it's like the 5th best Mega Dragon Dancer behind like Charizard X and Mega Gyarados and Mega T-Tar, and I don't know what else gets Dragon Dance off the top of my head. Something else. We've had all the other ones. Well, we never had Mega Charizard X. We could have drafted that this season, but we went back to the Nimbus. Next up is Cersei, our queen, our Nido Queen. I was going to draft something else here, but I was talking to TJG, and I was like, hey, Nido Queen was pretty good for you, so let's draft Nido Queen. So that's what we did. This Nido Queen does not like being hit, or if you hit her, she'll punish you. She's got Rocky Helmet and Rivalry. She's got all the attacks, Mega Kick, Mega Punch, all those things I used to run back in red and blue, hit things accurately for a little bit of power and inaccurately for a lot of power. And Rock Climb and Giga Impact goes hit you harder. But yeah, Cersei in League format can do a lot of things. I'm looking forward to using, Sheer Force Life or boosted attacks, laying down some Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rocks, having some fun with that. And let's see, hopefully I can use it pretty well. I've used Nido King a lot more often before, but I think Nido Queen is actually a little bit better even. So I'm looking forward to using this. Next up is Captain. We've used Empoleon far more often than I expected in League format. I think I've used it in 3 seasons, including this one. The other 2 I had Vaporeon. and I've really had a lot more success with Empoleon, and somehow I always end up with it. So I'll just roll with it anyway. This is our fourth Pokemon drafted because I wanted a Steel type and I wanted a Water type, and there's a Steel Water type right here. So this is our Empoleon Captain who likes to go fast in his little speedboat. No, he's named after the captain in Animal Crossing, even though that guy's a turtle, but he sings some fun songs. And we have Agility Swords Dance here, so we can hit hard and hit fast with Aqua Jet for priority and Steel Wing for stab, strong attack. Not even strong Steel Wing's only like base 70 with 90% accuracy. But hey, we might be able to, Steel Wing reduces their defense, Metal Claw raises attack. So, might get that. How about it? Empoleon, just like Cersei before, is wearing a rocky helmet because 3 spikes and a bunch of rocks on your head is pretty intimidating. So we don't want anyone to, get too comfortable facing down Empoleon. So here's our Captain, who's not actually one of our 4 Captains. Moving on, next is Justice, the Virizion. I've never used a Virizion, but I wanted something that resisted ground type attacks because I've already got like 3 weaknesses here, and Virizion was my second choice to Gourgeist, who was drafted before this, I think. No, Gourgeist hadn't been drafted yet. I just used Gourgeist before and wanted something different, so I chose Virizion. A little bit more offensive. We can run mixed sets, maybe. Hey. This Virizion is Justice. As you can see, he's got the Sword of Justice, but the not as Justice-y one. He's got Sacred Sword. I don't know. I never really got into, like, the Swords of Justice and Keldeo and all that jazz. I kind of missed all of that in that generation. But he'll block the bad guys from running away, give helping hands to those who need it, and guard everyone in distress and danger. So he is a real Pokemon of justice on our team. There to help out, there to stop the bad guys. He's got Justified, which is nice. You can, get an attack boost from all the rampant knockouts that are running around, Pursuits, Dark Pulse, anything that's a dark type attack. I could just list those forever. We can run, Giga Drain, we can run Leaf Blade, we can run Focus Mist, we can run Sacred Sword, Close Combat. Should be a lot of fun as long as we don't run into too many flying types, fire types, ice types. We can at least switch into ground type attack, so that's nice. At least if it's an earth power. If it's an earthquake, we're still getting hit pretty hard because Justice has little defense. But whatever. It should be a lot of fun to use. I'm looking forward to something this fast and can hit somewhat hard. At least it gets boosting moves anyway. Next up is Oot Girl, shock you like an electric eel. Electros, our little sneaky sucker, little eel, snake, doing all the bad stuff, slithering away. It's got Acid Spray to reduce those special defenses. It's got Crunch to reduce those defenses. It's got Flash Cannon to reduce your special defenses even more. And Power Up Punch to start boosting up and hitting you hard. Electros is pretty fun because it has no weaknesses unless you run into like a Mold Breaker Excadrill or I guess anything with Mold Breaker. I don't think anyone drafted Mega Gyarados, so that's a little bit nice for, Electros here. Got Shed Shell to escape even more. Can't get trapped in. Not like there's anything that can trap us in because we have Levitate anyway. I guess Shadow Tag, right? I'd have to look into that before. But no Goth. No Wobbuffet. No Banga Gengar. Electros gets some great coverage, so it'll be a lot of fun to use. I'm looking forward to some Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, actually good Electric Stab. As previous seasons, I haven't really had that at all. Substrika isn't too bad, except I didn't have one in-game, so there's a game where I wanted to bring it and couldn't, because I hadn't had to go catch one, and they're actually hard to find, kind of. So yeah, at least I have an Electros in game if I ever run into that situation again. It's got good attack and special attack. I didn't really know that its attack was so high. For some reason, I thought it was a special attacker. Base 85 HP is not horrible. Base 50 speed is workable. Slow volt turns are a thing. Mega Ampharos can do well, so why not electric feel here? Looking forward to it. Probably will just slap an assault vest on it most week and go with it. Unless I run like a coil set or something, but who knows if that'll happen. Maybe if I get a little frisky. Moving on next. So that's Team Builder Part 1. It's the first 6 months that we drafted. Of course, there's a few, snipes in there, but everyone's a good battler. They know how to build teams, so they're going to be picking good Pokemon, so naturally they're going to be selected. I'm not really big on being worried about getting sniped or anything. There's plenty of good Pokemon out there. First up in our next round, so pick 7, is Tombstoner, the Spirit Tomb. Little sneaky ninja guy here. Infiltrator, Calm Mind, get the aura. Dark Pulse, hit you from the darkness. Hidden Power, Fighting, because, ninjas and fighting, and, we can switch in on a normal type and hit it with super effective damage, right? And then Nasty Plot, because we're a little stinker here and like to do dirty work. I really picked Spirit Tomb because I needed a little bit more bulk to my team, even though it's got some pretty pitiful base HP. It's got good defense, special defense, and it's not horrible. So for a lower tier pick, it's going to be a little bit of fun to use. I've never used Spirit Tomb at all before. I think its design is kind of cool. We'll see how it does. It's got some good moves. It's got Will-O-Wisp. I've never really had a good ghost type in the leagues, because really the only great ghost type is like Gengar, and even that's a little too frail for me to pick in OU, or tier 1, I guess. So here we're rolling with Tombstoner this season. Next up is Augustus, because Sticky Webs. Augustus is our leader, leading on with her Leaf Blade, Swords Dance, just like Julius Caesar Augustus. Sticky Webs, and then air slash to get out of tricky situations just with flinches. It's actually, Leavanny has a decent special move pool. I think it gets Calm Mind too, but obviously it's got pitiful base 70 special attack, so I don't think we'll ever be using that, unfortunately. I also always wish its speed was just a little bit higher, but alas, no one loves the bug types. Besides, I guess, Volcarona and Scissor. They're good. Obviously, quad weak to rocks is kind of a stink. But, this is probably going to be like a suicide lead. Come in, get Sticky Webs up, maybe switch out. Oh, I guess people like Galvantula too. That's pretty good bug type. But yeah, that's Augustus. Next up is Nessie. I was really excited to make this pick. I was going to go with Girafarig to honor the St. Louis Girafarig. Not St. Louis, oh my goodness. San Francisco Girafarig. I'm not even a baseball fan, and it's going to be the San Francisco Giants. So San Francisco Girafarigs. But I wanted to have Nessie instead because Dragon Dancers can't be a bad thing. And Lapras gets Dragon Dance, which makes me really happy. Dragon Dance, Ice Shard, Outrage, because you're a wannabe Dragon Lapras. It'd be really cool if Lapras was Water Dragon, like Palkia and like Kingdra. I mean, they're pretty good, so it couldn't hurt, right? Lapras is cool because it's got massive base HP, so that's always fun. It gets things like Heal Bell. Our Nessie is a little bit of a singer, as you can see. Is very lonely, being, all on your own, lonesome in Loch Ness. So goes out there and in the misty mornings sings a wonderful, beautiful song and roars. And kills people with Perish Song. But that's our Nessie. Sometimes I get tired of swimming, so I gave it an air balloon. Just if people are riding on your back. If I'm ever riding on your back, Nessie, I don't want you to work too hard. So, Lapras is fun. It gets, freeze dry, so you don't have to run Bolt Beam. So you can run other things. You can be pretty good. Assault Vest makes it pretty bulky. Base 60 speed is a little slow, but who cares? Just take a hit something semi-hard. You're not hitting anything super hard, but modest. You don't have to run timid because you're already so slow. Might as well have some fun with some, 10% boost to special attack or adamant. Dragon Dance. I'm bringing it sometime. Next up is Brawler, our little enforcer. He reminds me of like a ballroom brawler, somebody throwing someone out the back door. Gotten a little too tipsy. Anyway, so we're bringing the red card. If anyone has a foul, just hold that up, kick him out. Sheer Force because he's a powerful brute. Taunt, come at me. I'll just knock you out of the room with some Dragon Tails. Glare, make you slow down and think twice. Power Up Punch to hit you hard. Druddigon, I don't really know why I picked it. I wanted something a little defensive that I hadn't used. It gets Stealth Rocks, it gets Glare, so 100% accurate paralysis on things. Paralyzed ground types, right? You can get some good moves. It's got decent coverage. It gets, Gunk Shot to hit fairies with, Sucker Punch to surprise things, surprise people. It's, low tier, not too bad of a pick, I don't think. It's tier 3. We'll see what it does. Should be a little bit of fun. It's super slow. I never really noticed how slow it was. Why are you so slow, Druddigon? You're just like a lumbering brute here, aren't you? But you got some power, you got some defense behind you, and who knows where we'll go. Alright, next up is Plush. I love Azelf. I've looked for like a reason every season to draft Azelf, and I've only done it season 2, which is also the season that I won, so maybe it's a good idea to bring Plush back, because Plush is awesome, and is so much fun. I just love Azelf for no reason other than it's like little and floats around and seems to have some spunk to it. It's fast, it hits hard, it has, it's a little bit of a glass cannon. It's got, not horrible like defensive stats and HP stats, but it's not taking too many hits here. But our Plush is, a little bit of a dazzler, running some acrobatics and doing some U-turn maneuvers in the air, dancing up rainstorms and looking, lush in the magic coat that you can coach yourself with, dodging all those special status moves and whatnot. I should look at what Magic Coat does. But I'm really excited to have one of our quad captains here in Plush. It was my second to last draft pick. I drafted like everything besides OU first because they're tier 1. Because I figured tier 1 always has something good in it. Like, you're not going to get a bad pick out of tier 1. So let's just go down and get what we want in every other tier first, and then go back and fill in on the rest with tier 1. It didn't I don't know if it was like the best draft strategy, but I wanted to try it out, and it didn't turn out horribly. At least the rankings that people have out so far have ranked us pretty decently, which is great because we didn't come into the draft plan too much. I'm looking forward to using Plush. I've loved using. I remember one play back before when I should have nasty plotted as a substitute. I'm bringing Plush back, and we're taking vengeance for that one play that I missed. That was my misplay. I'm so sorry, Plush. I'll make so much better use. I made good use of you before, but we're gonna roll out here. And last up, one more thing about Plush: Levitate. Last up, we have Thundercat here. As you see, we have 2 electric types, but at least one of them has Levitate, and Raikou is fast, so you can't get off an easy attack on it without taking some damage in return, which is a little nice. Very nice. So yeah, our last 2 picks brought in a lot of speed and offense to the team, which is kind of what I wanted, because I don't really have any good walls, so we'll probably have to use some offensive pressure, and at least, we have good special defense throughout the team, so that'll be helpful anyway. But Thundercat here likes to go fast. We got extreme speed, quick attack, wild charge, and we go so fast we create shockwaves. At least that's what I think. Just racing around the land as fast as bolts of lightning. Crackle in the air. I like Raikou, even though Suicune will always be my favorite of the 3 legendary beasts from Gold and Silver. I like Raikou as well quite a bit. I want to draft Raikou because whenever I face a team with Raikou, it always scares the heck out of me, and I want to see if it's actually like as scary as I think it is, or if I don't have to fear it as much anymore. So that's why we're using Raikou, um, because it's a fast, scary Thundercat, and it gets Calm Mind, and it's somewhat bulky, and it's fast. Somewhat fast. I mean, it's not like the crazy fast things like Torrentee gets like 122, and Crobat we had last season is like, what, 130, and even Jolteon goes faster, and probably Mega Manectric is faster, and Mega Lopunny is faster, and Aerodactyl is faster. But Raikou's pretty fast, so I think it'll be fun. We get Volt Switch with Plush and U-Turn. That can be pretty fun, core. So I tried using that last season. I had like everything on my team could learn U-Turn, Volt Switch, or Baton Pass, but I didn't use it too much. So we'll see if we use it here. But that rounds out the team. I don't know if this video is entertaining at all, but I had a little bit of fun making it, and now you know a little bit about my team, why I drafted them. And yeah, we're looking forward to a good season. I'm going to try and record most of my Showdown videos live this year, I think, this next 3 or 4 months, however long it takes after Sun and Moon drops and everyone gets absorbed into that. But yeah, I'll try and record more of the videos. Who knows? I always get busy and then don't really want to do it, but hopefully we'll see some more this season. So that is that for the team. There they are, all 12 of them in little 2 things. We're on Brewery Columnist right now, so I don't show off my initial team building plans. But I will see you all in future weeks. Later days.